Our very own Joel Sherman reported on Wednesday on Pinstripe Post that the Yankees are interested in trading for a right-handed third baseman or corner outfielder. So that got me digging, just like the rest of the Yankee fans out there, I'm sure. Who could be out there for Brian Cashman to make his favorite right at the end of spring training trade? We've seen it in the past with John Birdie last season, Jose Trevino in 2022, and Mike Tauchman in 2019, just to name a few. So here are 5 players that I believe could also fit that mold. Let's start with the one we've all heard the most about, and that's Nolan Arenado. Clearly, the Cardinals want to trade the 33-year-old veteran, but it also seems just as clear that the Yankees aren't interested. I'm sure that contract isn't something they want to take on with 3 years at around $52 million left on it, but aside from the money, he just hasn't done enough in the box recently. In 2022, he had a great year leading the NL in WAR at 7.7 to go along with 30 homers and a 358 on base with an 891 OPS. But since then, that WAR has dipped to right around 2.5 each of the last 2 seasons, with 26 homers in 23 and only 16 in 2024 with an under 775 OPS and all the way down to 719 last season. Plus, if you look at the peripherals, those also have been on the decline since that great 2022 season. You put that all together, and I just don't think the Yankees are going to make the trade for the future Hall of Famer, despite him being openly available and fitting the mold of a righty third baseman. The next player that I think could fit the mold is a familiar one for Yankees fans, Brandon Drury. Drury had a career revival in 2022 when he hit .263 with 28 homers and an .813 OPS, which earned him a Silver Slugger award. He carried that into 2023 with a strong season with the Angels, hitting 26 bombs with an over 800 OPS. However, that did not continue into 2024 when he played only 97 games, hit 4 homers with a 169 batting average and a 469 OPS. He's currently a non-roster invitee with the Chicago White Sox this spring and is 7 for 20 with a homer. He would give the Yankees some more infield versatility, appearing in over 10 games at first, second, and third base last season. Could the Yankees go back to the Drury well to fill their hole at third base? My next player is another Chicago White Sox, Miguel Vargas. Did you guys see his picture from Media Day? He does not look very happy to be in Chicago. He's only 25 years old with another 2 years before he's even arbitration eligible, but that looks like a guy that wants no part of the White Sox rebuild, especially since he's coming from the Dodgers, where he was part of that 3-team deal that sent Michael Kopech and Tommy Edman to LA last trade deadline. The stats certainly back up that he'd like to be anywhere else but Chicago. In 42 games last season with the White Sox, he had an abysmal 104 with a 387 OPS. Could Vargas be a once highly regarded prospect that the Yankees believe they could tap into with a change of scenery? Next trade candidate is Rangers outfielder Kevin Pillar. Last season, Pillar hit .229 with 8 homers and a 667 OPS in 100 games with the White Sox and the Angels. However, those numbers look a lot better against left-handed pitching, which would likely be his lane if the Yankees were to land him. In 116 at-bats versus lefties, he hit .310 with an 852 OPS. The 36-year-old, once elite defensive outfielder played 46 of his 72 games in center last season, so you move him to the corners and that defense could look pretty good. Pillar came out of retirement this offseason to sign a minor league deal on February 23rd. According to Fangraphs, he's currently not projected to make the Rangers opening day roster. Would Pillar really get back into baseball just to play in AAA Round Rock? Last is who I believe is the best fit on this list for the Yankees, and that's 2024 Utility Gold Glove winner in the AL, Seattle's Dylan Moore. He's in the final year of his contract where he's due to make $3.9 million this season. In 2024, he hit .201 with 10 homers and a 687 OPS. Those numbers may not be very intriguing to you, but let's not forget just how much of a hitter's park they have out there in Seattle. T-Mobile Park finished last in park factor, which means it was the most pitcher-friendly ballpark in all of baseball. The numbers for Moore back that up. On the road, he hit .244 with 8 of his 10 homers and an 840 OPS. He's also one of the elite players in all of baseball and not chasing pitches out of the zone. He was in the 99th percentile in chase rate last season. Oh, and let's go back to that glove for a second. He made 10 or more appearances at 5 different positions last season, with third base being the second most. He also played 22 games in left field, so he could fill that corner outfield need too. If this is a guy the Mariners feel they may lose in free agency at the end of the year, trading him with a full season left rather than at the deadline may make the most sense for them and would be someone I think the Yankees would be all over if they decide to make him available. Would any of these options do it for Yankees fans? Which right-handed bat do you guys want to see in Yankees pinstripes?